Be the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Honorable Eric Opoku, MP. Na John MAhama abonedin say woman may Minister of Agric and Food, and I say Minister of Food and Agriculture. And then what Timu Akapatana say a vetting committee in anymore. And Nsem-Pii water to papa so who be here. Nsem-Pii TV ye the baby some more. Yebekaya Honorable Eric Opoku and a team to challenge man. Nana the Danko father say cocoa price here water no 3,100 and idea a year into 1 ton a 6,000 Ghana cedis. Menoka say cocoa price no assign increase. Eno and a MPA obutu abetifin a ura Brian Champon a business say more pains were cocoa nanu ya assign outright moba a dear number abusia. Kwaya Eric Opoku to papa sono. Yama ya tifo ntwente yebeko na wankasa wode woni ene waso akwakotie Nsem-Pii Eric Opoku eka na NDC enhyehyɛ ya omodema agric sector no de wanhwe ya dwuma die sonko a MPP ye no oma behweti ni nyina yense ya tifo mre yenkwe na kokotie Honorable Eric Opoku abra na okopiem o vetting committee no enne na wototo papa so e won nsem ahodo a yebisa no na yeba Nsem-Pii TV yebeto aye na tifo so.
The Ministry of Food and Agriculture, as a leader, how do you intend to deal with the challenges so enumerated in the NDC manifesto? Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, thank you for the opportunity. And let me say good evening to my colleagues on the committee. Indeed, life is in a flux, and the dynamism of nature dictates that while some are going, some are coming, and where some are meeting, others are also parting. I recall not long ago, I was on this committee when the incoming ranking member who just posed a question to me sat where I'm sitting today, and I posed to him some innocuous questions which he answered excellently. Today it is my turn, and I want to assure him that I will deal with all the questions he intends to ask. On the issue of how to deal with the problems we have identified in our manifesto, if you had read further, the manifesto provides all the mechanisms we intend to put in place to address the challenges. We want to roll out a program called Feed Ghana. Under the Feed Ghana program, we want to drive this nation towards food sufficiency. And then we have also provided for another program called Feed the Industry. Under the Feed the Industry program, we want to establish a strong relationship between agriculture and industry, a symbiotic relationship in nature, so that as agriculture provides the raw materials, industry will be adding value. And in so doing, we generate a lot of jobs, increase productivity. I think one issue that I have to address has to do with lack of credit that you mentioned. Honorable colleague, you are aware, Mr. Chairman, you are aware that in 1965, the first president of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah, established what we now call the Agricultural Development Bank to provide credit facilities for the development and modernization of agriculture. Unfortunately, over the years, because our agriculture is rain-fed, the banks are unwilling to discharge this special mandate. And that is why our farmers are suffering from lack of credit. The NDC intends to roll out a program called Ghana Agriculture Insurance Scheme, GAIS. Under this program, we want to subsidize agricultural insurance so that farmers can have insurance on their farms. Once you have the insurance, the banks are ready to advance loans to you, knowing very well that whatever amount they give you, so long as it falls within the limit of the insurance, it can be paid. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, a follow-up. Honorable nominee, maybe the the way I asked a question provided for very general answers. Because everything that I've seen in the NDC manifesto was in the Rawlings manifesto, was in the Kufuor manifesto. I'm talking about agriculture, feeding industry, access to credit, insurance, and all those things. From the Rawlings era, it was in their manifesto, President Kufuor's manifesto, Mills MAhama manifesto, a Akufo-Addo manifesto. I see it in the MAhama manifesto. So it becomes a theory, and the problems persist every 4 years. But I was looking for more of how you intend, notwithstanding the manifesto, to deal with maybe one or two of it, to provide assurance, the Ghanaian people, that you are going to give a different type of leadership to address the situation. But I understand it's a broad sector. Maybe I should have asked you the insurance or the production to industry. How do you intend to operationalize it? Maybe we would have gotten some more clarity on the matter. Yes, this is so my follow-up question to you is, Honorable Nominee, on the issue of food losses, in your lens, how do you intend to deal with it in your lens?
Mr. Chairman, it is indeed a serious problem confronting agriculture in this country. And we will want to introduce something new to reduce food losses in this country. We've been talking about agribusiness. What we are saying is that we are going to encourage the private sector to put in place mini plants close to the farms, so that as soon as we harvest, they will buy the produce, process them. If it is cassava, for instance, you grind the cassava, put it in the rubber, you seal it, and then they sell to the big companies. If we are able to put these mini processing plants around the country, we will reduce food losses significantly in our country.
Mr. Chairman, my second question. Mr. Chairman, during the campaign...
Well, I take the first one, then it was followed by a comment, and this is your second question. Yes. Then you are moving. If you don't have a follow-up question on this, then you are moving to your third question.
I'm guided. Mr. Chairman, during the campaign, the honorable nominee mentioned that we are cheated cocoa farmers on the price of cocoa. The honorable, and that the price that we are offering, 3,100, was very low, that they will do better. He did not give us a price. Now, the finance minister nominee on the platform mentioned that we should be paying cocoa farmers 6,000 Ghana cedis, yet we're paid 3,100 Ghana cedis, and that we are insensitive to the plight of cocoa farmers. Mr. Chairman, after the elections, I was tempted and guided by those comments to increase the price of cocoa to 6,000 cedis as recommended by Honorable Atuforsen and my senior on the platform. But I felt that it wasn't right to do so. I want to ask the nominee, when confirmed this month, can he assure cocoa farmers that by February or by Valentine's Day, he will increase the price of cocoa to 6,000 Ghana cedis, so that cocoa farmers who are producing the chocolate for Valentine's Day can get the benefit of it? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Nominee.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, it is a fact that I, Eric Opoku, made that constructive proposal to government of Nana Akufo-Addo, government of Ghana under the leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, to consider giving Ghanaian cocoa farmers a minimum of 6,000 Ghana cedis for the 2024-2025 cocoa season. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, in determining the producer price of cocoa, you look at the FOB price or the world market price. Then you look at the exchange rate. For purposes of clarity, I want to walk you through how we determine producer price of cocoa in 2016, and then do the comparison, then conclude on the matter for everybody to understand.
Chairman, Chairman,
Honorable Leader.
Yes, with your leave.
Honorable Leader, with all due respect, let's allow the nominee to finish answering the question, and then the questioner will have the opportunity to ask a follow-up. If there is a follow-up, then I can come to your follow-up question. That's the ground rules that we have set. So, nominee, have you finished your answer? Very well. Finish your answer.
No. Chairman, with respect, if you would grant me leave, Chairman, we have granted some dispensation. Please bear with me. He's a colleague I respect so much, and he knows what honorable nominee, respectfully, in your very emphatic answer, did I get you right in your answer to the effect that you made a proposal? You made a proposal.
Yes, please.
That's it.
Very well. Proceed with your answer.
Mr. Chairman, I made a proposal because I did not have the power at the time to do so myself. And the only thing I could do was to put a proposal forward for government to consider. Now, back to the answer. In 2016, the FOB price was $2,950 per ton. The exchange rate was $1 to 3.90 cedis. And so when you multiply 3.90 to the 2,950, the cedi equivalent of the per ton value was 11,505 Ghana cedis. When you divide this by 16, you get the per bag value of 719 Ghana cedis. And so in 2016, every bag of cocoa sold from Ghana in the world market attracted 719 Ghana cedis. Out of this, the MAhama administration gave the Ghanaian cocoa farmer 475 Ghana cedis. 475 Ghana cedis, which constituted 66.06% and kept 244 Ghana cedis, which was just around 34%. Mr. Chairman, the 244 Ghana cedis the government kept, part of it was used to procure fertilizer free of charge to the cocoa farmers. Part of it was used to procure chemicals for the cocoa farmers.
Order. Please, let's listen to the nominee in silence. Order. Let's listen to the nominee in silence.
Taking a cue from the sentiments of the appointment committee, and so I will be laconic and lucid, but the point must be stated. Now, what is the point? In 2016, the farmer was given 66%. And so, every one of us knows that the principle of Cocoa Board has been that the cocoa farmer must be given 70% of the price. Now, in 2024-2025, every one of us, it's a common knowledge that the world market price is spiking up on the back of global cocoa shortage. And so when you go to the world market, at the time they announce the price, the average price was $10,711. And the exchange rate at the time was $1 to 15.5. But I was charitable to even use $1 to 15 cedis. So when you multiply, per every ton of cocoa, Ghana was earning the cedi equivalent of 160,665. You divide this by 16 to arrive at the per bag value of 10,042 Ghana cedis. Out of this, I said, if we are getting 10,042, how much of this can the government of Ghana give to the Ghanaian cocoa farmer? I calculated 70% of it, and it was above 7,000. But being mindful of the fact that this government has plunged the cocoa sector into the abyss of debt, I was charitable to use 60%. The 60% was the 6,000 that we put out as a proposal for consideration. But government decided to give the Ghanaian cocoa farmers 3,000 initially. That 3,000 constituted 30%.
Thank you very much. Any follow up?
Yes. Honorable, I belong to a football club in Legon, and we say one thing when we meet each other. Yeah. My question is simple. Will you, based on the promises you made and the challenge you threw at the NPP government, and now that you are admitting that you were actually looking at the world market price, when you know that in 2024, the world market price will be used for prices in 2025, but you are in 2024 using the spot market price to calculate that, I take it. But I'm asking you, now that the cocoa price has moved from 10,000 to 11,000, it means that when you take office in the first week, you will be able to increase the cocoa price from your committed 6,000 now to about 7,000, which will represent 70% of the world market price. That is a simple question. The world market price of cocoa has moved from the 10,700 to 11,000. So all you are assuring cocoa farmers is that when you take over, it will not actually be 6,000, but it will be more than 6,000 that you will announce to cocoa farmers.
Mr. Chairman, I thought that my colleague will listen to the Honorable Minority Leader. I've been praying for God to help me resist the temptation to do something that the leader doesn't want me to do.
Mr. Chairman, I have had an extensive discussion with Honorable Samson Ahi. Honorable Samson Ahi, I've had some good discussion that there are matters of governance, matters of systems and policies, not NDC, not MPP. And there are matters for the Ghanaian public, and the market is likely to respond. So we decided to hold back our lunch to take you. The whole day we've not had lunch. We've not had a break to take any. So, Chairman, in Okunko, is it Okunko who said in Things Fall Apart that Okunko, yes, your smile must be brief. No, Okunko, is that not? Your smile must be brief. So your submissions must be brief
as well.
Mr. Chairman, it is no. He has asked a question. I must respond. I haven't answered the question. No, I haven't answered the question.
Obienim sawabi, Mr. Chaso. Chaso. Chaso.
So probably we may have to reduce the questions to Eric Opoku. Now, it's now the turn of Honorable